a lot of people don't understand why certain artists get signed to labels and certain artists don't get signed.
Yeah.
The reason why certain artists get signed and certain artists don't get signed, it's not always about who raps the best or who has the best music.
Yeah.
But when the record label gets ready to sign you as an individual, they're looking at who works the hardest, who is lesser of a risk. When it comes to me writing you a check for $250,000.
Who's going to show up to that show? Who's going to show up to the studio?
Yeah, there you
know what I'm saying?
Who's not going to sit up and smoke my money up?
Who's going to show up who shows up on time?
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
We're always going on about this on the radio. This is something we deal with all the time. People who are not artists who are not choosing to be
And sadly, it seems like the best artists, and this is just from my experience, the best artists seem like the lazier artists because all they want to do is rap.
Yeah.
But that's when you need good management.
Yeah.
And if you notice, those artists, they have a team of people working with them.
Yeah.
Because all they do is their craft. Therefore, they hire people, or they come in with a team already in place to do the management work, to do the choreographing, to do the production.
Yeah.
So all they have to do is do what they do best.
That's right.
That's one of the things that irritates me, though, because some of the artists are losing their ability to help themselves, and I think they should always maintain some kind of ability to do for themselves as opposed to letting the artist, the management.
You can do as much as you want to do.
Yeah.
But like James said, if you do too many things, you ain't gonna be good at nothing.
Oh yeah, I understand that side of thing, but maintain to handle your own business. Don't lose it. Don't lose the ability to handle your own business.
Yeah, and at the same time, there's absolutely no replacement for of motivation.
Yeah.
More than self-motivation. If I gotta pay somebody to tell me to get into the studio and this is how I'm making my money, then I need to get out the game. And I definitely can't expect for you to write me a check for $250,000 and I'm not going to arrive to the studio. I'm not going to be at the meetings. I can't. You can't count on me to show up to the concert and I'm not all blunted out, high out of my mind.
Can't count on them to send songs in.
Yeah, you know, those are the artists that don't get the deals because you constantly hear about artists saying, man, look, I'm real good, I'm this and I'm that. This is what I get all the time when I try to tell artists, look, we have the very best distribution deal out here.
Yeah.
And you know how you can tell the artists that aren't going to go anywhere? Because they want everything for free. And they always talk about how good they are, but they don't have this in their corner, this is not working for them.
Wow.
And when you really look at the big picture, the big scope of things, you find out that that's the laziest artist in the world. The one that says, nothing's going my way, nothing's working for me. And the reason why it's not working for you, because you're not working for you.
Because they ain't making it work.
How you want somebody else to work for you? You're not working for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm not going to name no names. I'm going to try to be polite.
Alright.
But we had this conversation about an artist.
Yeah. Okay.
Who said they was the man.
Yeah.
They was awesome.
Yeah.
They couldn't get a ride.
Oh.
Not once, not twice, but three times.
3 times for your mind.
Wow. I was waiting that third time as well. I really that third time.
So that third time was a performance.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And I
put this. I'm not gonna try to write it off and say, okay, just because he didn't show up to here. But then it's like, sometimes I look at it like, okay, who am I? But then again, who am I? Because you can take what you do here and spread it around. This is like on your resume.
This is international.
He didn't even want to show up here.
Yeah.
You know what? If anybody would take your show and say, well, you know, look down on it like, oh, it's just the Chris Morale experience, then you know what? They need to look down on their entire career. Because you have to take every opportunity. You never know which opportunity is going to break you. I'm talking about to the masses, man. It's like she just said, this is international. It's on the World Wide Web, man. Everybody is looking at this. If they're not looking at it right now, they have a full week. They have 30 days to look at it. You have archives. Look, you never know who is watching, man. So you can't downplay one opportunity over another and expect to break into this industry. You have to take absolutely every opportunity.
And here's the
like
crazy thing, and I was trying to explain to people, like, sometimes, like, you have to do extreme measures. Like, I had a girl come up here from Florida, okay? Yeah. 2 people, actually, came from Florida. Another person came from Texas. He wasn't even planning to stop through here. That's and he said, yo, you got the show tonight? Yeah, come on through. Cornell came down 3 times. 3 times, him, Triple Montana, Touch Bars, G Smiles, all of them came down. Yeah. This one dude didn't live closer than they did and couldn't even make it. Now what does that tell you right there?
That tells me that this person is a person that's not serious about his career. See, some people want to rap or be in this game or be in the music industry just so that they can big themselves up to their friends. Yeah. But when it really boils down to it, are you really a rapper or are you an artist? There is a difference. Yeah. There is a difference. Like, when I deal with people, I want to deal with the rapper that's an artist. I don't just want to deal with the rapper, because just dealing with the rapper, I can go up to my local 7-Eleven, Safeway store, and find people rapping all day long.
The bum will be on the corner rapping.
Both of them,
that's
the rapper and the artist.
Yep. That's what I told you. It's ones that want to do it just to say, this is what I did. Yep. And they don't care where they record. Yeah. And then it's the other people who do it because they want to make it big. Yeah. They want to make something. They want to be on the radio. Yeah. They want to be on TV. They want to perform anywhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on the type of things they want out of it. And then and James also touched on something that I told you before. Yeah. I tell all my artists, you have to be there.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's gonna come and get you.
And then they always say, well, where is there? And I simply say, wherever we find for you to go. Yes. Not just me, but we. Because this is your life like it is my life. Yep. So we have to be in this together to try to find places for you to go. Exactly. And those are the places you need to be.
If they're not sacrificing breaking day, I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning. Wow. Okay? For this.
Hey, man.
I worked today, then had to do this. Sacrificing. People don't believe in sacrificing anymore. Just like you said, you got that, and that me staying up was an investment in this right here. To meet with y'all fellas in here. To do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I got one thing. You know how we sometimes joke about the Church of CME United? Today, I'm here and preaching, and I love it.
All right, so what is your ideal packaging as far as that? We got to skip over because I was about to go on a tangent. I had to kind of
bring it back.
Well, my ideal packaging is whatever the artist needs to take his or herself again to the next level. Yeah. If you need promo CDs, then I'm going to give you the best.
I'm talking about what would make you get that and say, yeah, this artist is serious. I like this. I will buy this.
I'll go back to a situation where you asked me this once before, and I told you I was out at on the beach in California, and when you go to Venice Beach, as a matter of fact, in California, you have everybody under the sun out there trying to sell CDs. Wow. But what the problem is whenever you give me a CD, and the CD has a permanent marker written over on the cover of the CD, it makes me want to get the CD and toss it. And then, of course, I got the CD, I listened to it, but the guy handed another CD to one of my relatives, went back to where we were staying at, he put the CD in his computer, and it was a blank CD.
Wow.
So what happens is, but he wrote everything on it, and because he was doing it so unprofessionally, some of the CDs didn't have any volume, anything on it. Some of the CDs did. So my ideal CD is a CD that has been at least where you can see the artist put some effort into trying to give you something that, you know, gives you not only the audio but the visual as well. And that's what this is all about with what we're trying to do. We're saying, look, if you only get the audio with the digital download, people will soon forget about that, because you have some people that's downloading 20, 30 songs a week. Yeah. But when they have that physical CD as well, and they can go into their CD case and they can pull it up, then
they can memorize the color
into their head again. He was saying this before about things that he remembers. When you say you lose them out of the cover,